After more than 600 measles cases across 21 states and the death of a second child in West Texas, President Trump addressed the measles outbreak.
He downplayed the impact of the current outbreak.
Measles has been, this is not something new. And we'll see what happens. But certainly, if it progresses, we'll have to take action on it.
This past weekend, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. attended the funeral of the latest victim, an 8-year-old girl. Although RFK Jr. has voiced skepticism on vaccines in the past, Sunday he encouraged vaccines in social media. Fox 4's Stephen Dow spoke to the director of Lubbock Public Health, who now recommends children get vaccinated for measles at 6 months old rather than a year.
Measles is so contagious. It's the most contagious virus that we know really in the world. And it will find unvaccinated pockets of individuals.
Are you seeing any different trend, or is it kind of spreading to Lubbock County from exposure?
It started in a more insular community within Gaines County, but we've seen that measles start finding other unvaccinated populations. We've had cases in daycares here now. We've had cases where children have been exposed in a medical waiting room. And now we probably even have cases where people were exposed out shopping.
Have you guys seen any changes that have impacted vaccines or testing or anything like that?
We're now recommending that every child 6 months and older gets vaccinated, where typically the regular recommendations from the pediatric associations are getting that vaccine at 1. So we're asking, or highly recommending or stressing that parents should consider getting that vaccine early in order to prevent possible measles through potential community exposures.
School's almost out. Do you think by May, are you hoping this thing will get a little more contained, or do you fear that it could spread with kids being in more, community type setting? In
some ways, with school ending, fewer kids are in group settings, but daycare continues 365 days a year. So we're going to still be watching those daycare groups. And again, it's going to be the same message for summer camp, just as it is for school. We need to make sure that the kids are in close settings to each other, are vaccinated. If you've never been vaccinated and you're an adult, we're also encouraging vaccine at that point. For older adults, most of them are considered immune because they lived when measles was very common. So really the goal for us in Lubbock is really focusing on our school-aged kids and daycare kids.
Stephen Dodd reporting there for us. Also over the weekend, we learned there are concerns now about measles exposures in Tarrant County. Health officials got confirmation that an infected person visited the Great Wolf Lodge and Grapevine Mills Mall March 28th through March the 30th. Anybody at these locations during that time, March 28th through the 30th, is asked to monitor themselves very closely for measles symptoms.